back with another video. So, for this video, I decided to make my Pokemon team for every single type. I had a lot of fun making this video, so I hope you guys do enjoy. Okay, so I'm going to try to go through these teams a bit fast. Not super fast, though. So, first up, we got my Fire team. Fire team would be Emboar, Delphox, Magcargo, Darmanitan, Incineroar, and Camerupt. For this team, I do have a lot of starters, because there aren't a lot of Fire Pokemon that I like that aren't starters, besides the other ones. So all those starters are kind of ones that I would choose in that region. Besides maybe Gen 7, I would probably choose Primaria over Incineroar, but I still think Incineroar is cool. And Camerupt, I just always loved Camerupt. Magcargo is a lava snail. And Darmanitan was the first gorilla Pokemon, you know. And gorillas are my favorite animals. That's why I like all those guys. Anyway, let's go to the next team. For grass, I had Exeggutor, Venusaur, Rillaboom, Lilligant, Lurantis, and Simisage. Exeggutor is just one of my favorite Pokemon. Venusaur and Rillabooms are just starters that I would choose in that region that I like quite a bit. Rillaboom being my favorite starter, actually. Lilligant and Lurantis are just kind of two colorful, you know, kind of cutesy flower Pokemon that I like. And Simisage is a monkey, and I love monkeys. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go into the next team. For water, I have Primaria, Slowbro, Slowking, Lumineon, Luvdisc, and Starmie. So Primaria is just the starter I would choose in Gen 7. I love Primaria. And Slowbro, Slowking, and Starmie. I love my Psychic types, so there's going to be quite a bit of Psychic types on these teams. And those are just three of the Psychic types that I love that are water types. And then Luvdisc is kind of a Pokemon that I think doesn't get a lot of love. I mean, just because it's kind of weak. Like, I personally love how Luvdisc looks, and I really love Luvdisc, and I think it really needs a buff or something, you know? Because I do love Luvdisc quite a bit, you know? And then with Lumineon, if you looked at my tier list videos back in the day, I think I rated Lumineon pretty low because it was forgettable and not a very cool design, but I've grown to like it a lot more. Mostly because of the butterfly wings and its 3D model, I think. So yeah, I've grown to like Lumineon quite a bit since then. So yeah. Anyway, our next team. Normal. So I got Oranguru, Girafarig, Greedent, Raticate, Audino, and Stantler. A bit of an odd team, but Oranguru, Girafarig, they're there because they're both Psychic types and love Psychic types. Greedent is probably my favorite regional rodent. Same with Raticate, he's a close second behind him. And then Audino, I just always loved Audino, and I think it has an amazing Mega. I don't think the Mega is appreciated as it should be. I think it's a pretty good Mega. And Stantler's just a Pokemon that I always liked, you know? I always just liked Stantler since I was a kid, so... Well, I'm still a kid. You know, whatever. So anyway, next type. Electric. Alolan Raichu, Togedemaru, Electrode, Electivire, Minun, and Plusle. This team does have a bunch of, like, a lot of Pikachu clones, but I just like Pikachu clones. Like, Togedemaru being my favorite. Like, I could have put someone else besides Minun and Plusle, but I like them both, and, I mean, I couldn't choose one out of the other, and I thought it was just best if I had both, you know? Alolan Raichu is probably one of my favorite, like, regional variants. Electrode and Electivire are just cool electric-type Pokemon that I like. Anyway, next one. Bug. So we got Orbeetle, Beautifly, Shedinja, Vivillon, Scolipede, and Parasect. Orbeetle is one of the Pokemon that have become one of my favorites over a very short period of time. I saw that thing the first time and I just loved it. Beautifly is just a Pokemon that, over a short period of time, I've just liked so much, honestly. I think it's just a beautiful Pokemon. Shedinja, I just love the theme of Shedinja being just a husk of a bug, like a shed skin of a bug. It just doesn't do anything, and it has that Wonder Guard ability. Very cool. Vivillon is just another butterfly Pokemon, and I like the butterfly Pokemon, I suppose. Scolipede, probably one of my favorite mons that's not a Psychic type, honestly. I mean, who doesn't like Scolipede? Scolipede looks amazing, dude. And then Parasect is just, I don't know. I just like Parasect quite a bit. I like the mushroom thing, how it's kind of like taking over his body. I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, next one, Ghost. So I got Banette, Trevenant, Cofagrigus, Mismagius, Drifblim, and Dusclops. So Banette is probably just my favorite Ghost Pokemon. I love the theme of him being a haunted doll, you know, with the energy inside of him. And then his Mega is really sick. Trevenant, Haunted Tree Pokemon, pretty cool. Cofagrigus, Mummy, you know, there's a bunch of ghost Pokemon I like. Mismagius is I think it's kind of a forgotten mom. It really shouldn't be, because it's a pretty good a design. And Drifblim, I mean, I think lots of people like Drifblim. It's not hard to explain why I like it. And I went with Dusclops besides Dusknoir, because in most cases you give Dusclops an Eviolite, and he's better. And I think Dusclops just kind of has a more creepy, eerie design to him than Dusknoir. Anyway, here's my flying team. So for my flying team, I tried to keep away from bug flying types, because those types are really just kind of bug types, but just with the flying added on, you know? Because, like, you know, Vikavolt could be bug flying because it flies, but that'd be boring, you know? So I stayed away from those. So anyway, I got Sigilyph, Fearow, Pelipper, Farfetch, Xatu, and Swoobat. So Sigilyph, another one of my favorite Pokemon, Xatu and Swoobat, just psychic types that I like. Farfetch, I'm still kind of holding out for Farfetch to get an evolution. I think they should have just made Surfetch its normal evolution, you know? Instead they gave it a Galarian Farfetch. But Farfetch is just kind of still in the dust, you know? But, you know, and I actually had the pleasure of using one in a recent ROM hack I did. I didn't play it on the channel just for fun, so I've grown quite attached to Farfetch from that. Pelipper is also a mon that I think is kind of hated. I know it is kind of ugly, and I think it might be kind of ugly too, but personally I like those weird mon designs, you know, I just like them. And then Fearow is a Pokemon I've just always loved. Can't really tell you why, I've just always loved it. Anyway, let's go into fighting. So for fighting, I had Medicham, Hariyama, Sock, Throh, Conkeldurr, and Gallade. So Medicham is actually one of my... I'd say Medicham would be in the top 10, you know? Pretty cool Mega 2. Hariyama, I actually couldn't find a lot of fighting types that I really liked, too. But Hariyama was one... I like the pseudo-wrestler thing. And Sock and Throh. I'm not the biggest fan of Sock, but I really like Throh. And I thought, you know, might as well put them together. Conkeldurr, I just kind of think, you know... I don't know. I was either going to put Machamp or Conkeldurr on. I think Conkeldurr is a bit more interesting than Machamp is. Anyway, I still do love Machamp, though, don't get me wrong. And Gallade, I'm not the biggest fan of Gallade, but I love his Mega, honestly. Like, I think in my Mega tier list video, I put him in A rank, you know? S rank now. I really like his Mega. So, yeah. Psychic. So, right here, this Psychic team is probably my dream team. Like, if I was a Pokemon trainer in the real world, this would be my team right here. These are my 6 favorite Pokemon. They're all my favorite type. I love them all. Okay, so. Slowbro, Gothitelle, Orbeetle, Hatterene, Sigilyph, and Exeggutor. These are my 6 favorite Pokemon. If I had to put them in order, it'd probably be like something like Slowbro first, Gothitelle, Orbeetle, Sigilyph, Exeggutor, Hatterene. Yeah. These are just my 6 favorite Pokemon. So yeah, and they're all Psychic types, so it's a perfect team. My dream team, basically. Anyway, and now on to Steel. For Steel, I chose Metagross, Klinklang, Bronzong, Bastiodon, Fortress, and Alolan Sandslash. Metagross is actually my favorite pseudo-legendary, so that's why he's on there. Klinklang, I think is a bit of a hated mon. I mean, I get why, it's kind of a boring design, but I really like it quite a bit. And then Bronzong is just a Psychic Steel type that I like. Bastiodon, probably one of my favorite fossil mons, I don't know. He's definitely up there. And then Fortress is kind of a mon that I think kind of forgotten, you know, but I love it a lot. I love it a lot. It looks pretty cool. And Alolan Sandslash might actually be my favorite Alolan form, besides maybe Sandshrew. Sandshrews adorable. I just picked the evolved form because, you know, it'd be stronger. Anyway, my rock team. So we have Lunatone, Solrock, Crustle, Amistar, Colossus, and Minior. Lunatone and Solrock are there because they're both rock psychic, and I like them both, and I thought they should be together on the same team, you know? Crustle is just a mon that I've loved. I loved him. I first found my love for Crustle in the anime, because the black and white anime is what got me into Pokemon. So yeah, that's why I love Crustle. And then Amistar, another one of my favorite fossils, you know, it's probably either Bastiodon, Amistar, or like Artifish. So Amistar's on there. Colossal, a new mon that I think is pretty cool. I mean, at first I was like, that thing's a Rhydon. But then I realized, you know, it's a cooler Rhydon, right? And then Minior, I found a new love for Minior recently, so yeah, he's okay. He's good. Okay, now we're on the last 6, so now we got Ground. So for Ground, I picked Sandslash, Claydol, Palossand, Stunfisk, Seismitoad, and Camerupt. So I try not to put too many repeats on my team, except unless they're like one of my favorite mons. And Camerupt has just been a mon that I've always loved, honestly. I love this thing. Love Camerupt. So he's a repeat. Seismitoad, Stunfisk, I just think they're kind of funny looking. You know, I like them. Palossand, like, who doesn't love Palossand? He's a giant sandcastle ghost monster thing. I'd say that's pretty dope. And then Claydol. Just a psychic ground type, and honestly, I think he looks pretty cool. You know, Claydol looks awesome, not gonna lie. And then Sandslash, just kind of a basic mon, but like something that's just kind of simple that I can get into. In fact, I used him a few times I used him when I played. I played through XD Gale of Darkness quite a few times, about like maybe 4. I played through it quite a bit. And Sandslash was on my team, in one of them, at least, you know. Next one we got Ice. So I got Jinx, Artivish, Dugong, Vanillix, Mamoswine, and Cryogonal. Jinx is just a Pokemon I've always loved, you know. I think it's because it got a lot of hate, you know, not recently. Anyway, it did kind of get, like, it was kind of a weird mind, you know, not many people liked it. I think people are kind of, you know, accepting it a little bit more, but I've always been out there standing for Jinx, you know what I mean? Arctovish is just one of those new fossils that I really like. It's also kind of like the least favorite of the fossils, like, I mean, because of the head mate, it's funny. He's funny, he's a funny dude. Dugong, kind of a plain design, but I have a lot of love for him because I used him in a Gale of Darkness playthrough again, you know. And Vanillix. Vanillix is just kind of a mon. I mean, I kind of like food mons, not gonna lie. Because Ice Cream Mon, dude, I'm still holding out for a Pizza Mon. If there's a Pizza Mon, you know, I'll be the one saying, okay, no hating on this Pizza Mon. Got it? So yeah, I've always liked food mons. I thought Vanillix is pretty cool, right? Mamoswine, he's just kind of a big, imposing force, but also looking like he could be your pet, you know? Kind of like in between of that, like, oh, he's kind of a pet, but he's like a strong fighting machine. And then Cryogonal, I'm also, a thing I should mention, I didn't put legendaries or mythicals or Ultra Beasts on this team. I do love Ultra Beast though, and Cryogonal kind of has that Ultra Beast, you know, kind of aura to him, right? You know? Like if they made him bigger, he could totally be an Ultra, or there's that one really small one, isn't there? The little katana one. Anyways, yeah. Okay, anyway, next one. Poison. For Poison, I got Muck, Weezing, Galarian Slowbro, Scolipede, and Toxtricity Amoonguss. Muck and Weezing are just like the OG poison types in my mind, and Muck is kind of a big pile of slime, but he's a pretty cool looking pile of slime. And Weezing, I just like Weezing's design, I suppose. Galarian Slowbro, as soon as I saw this thing, I loved it. I mean, I don't think he's gonna pass Slowbro, you know, because I obviously just love Slowbro too much, but Galarian Slowbro is still pretty cool, you know, so he's on my team. He's pretty cool. And then Scolipede, again, just another Pokemon I really like, so I wanted to put him on another team. Toxtricity, I do like the low-key form better, you know, because I don't know. I just think I think it looks more mellow, kind of my type of thing, you know. Anyway, and Amoonguss, I just like Amoonguss, I was gonna put him on the grass team, but I decided, you know, I'll save him for the poison team. So yeah, he's on there. Anyway, Dark. So I got Sharpedo, Scrafty, Sableye, Spiritomb, Shrifty, and Thievul. So Sharpedo, I used in a Gale of Darkness playthrough again. He's pretty cool. Scrafty, I guess I like Scrafty because he's Gen 5 mon. Gen 5 is what got me onto Pokemon, the anime. So I like Scrafty. Sableye and Spiritomb, you know, I do love ghost types, and these are some of my favorite ghost types, actually. I just decided to put them on the Dark team, because there wasn't a lot of Dark mons that I liked. But Sableye and Spiritomb are ones that I really do like. In fact, I didn't even realize till now that I thought Spiritomb was pure ghost before I was looking through trying to figure out what my team would be. And we got Shiftry, also used him in a Gale of Darkness playthrough, because that's why I like him. Also, I was a big fan of Yokai. I used to be a big fan of Yokai. If you haven't noticed yet, I have a poster over there of Yokai on my door. So I used to be a really big fan of Yokai, and I still am, you know. I still am a big fan of it, you know. I just think I've just been paying attention to more Pokemon now than Yokai lately. And then Thievul, I like his mustache. What can I say? I like his mustache. Anyway. Dragon. So Dragon Team was actually kind of hard. There wasn't a lot of Dragon types that I actually really liked, besides pretty much only 2, which were Como and Alolan Exeggutor. And Alolan Exeggutor doesn't even look like a dragon. He just is. Same with Altaria. I used that in the Gale of Darkness playthrough. That's why I like it. You know, honestly, Gale of Darkness was my first Pokemon game that I ever played, so there's a lot of mons that I've used in there that I just really liked, you know? So yeah, and then Como would be my favorite, well, not my favorite pseudo-legendary, my second favorite, or like pseudo-legendary that's a dragon type, you know? He's my favorite. And then Drampa, I thought he was kind of a funny-looking mon, so I put him on there. Haxorus, he's kind of just a mon I threw on there, because I think he looks cool for the most part, you know? Wish he was Dragon Steel, but he still's cool. And Duraludon, I like his G-Max a bit, so if I had a Duraludon, he'd have to be a G-Max Duraludon. Let's just say that. Okay, we're holding out the final scratch. I might have been talking a little too fast. Hope you guys can see. You can look at the team, you know, pause the video, look at what I got. Anyway, next team I got is Fairy, our last team. So here we go. Klefki, Ribombee, Mr. Mime, Alcremie, Hatterene, and Whimsicott. Klefki is a kind of a mon that I don't think people really hate it. They just think it's kind of underwhelming. I personally think Klefki is a pretty, well, maybe not clever, but I think it's kind of cool. Anyway, Ribombee. Everyone loves Ribombee, and I love Ribombee too. I actually made a design for, like, a regional variant of Ribombee, which I think looks pretty cool. Anyway. And then Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime's kind of a mon that people don't like, but I think people are liking it more because of the new Pokemon anime where it had that one little fight scene that was pretty cool, and then Detective Pikachu. So I don't think it's getting as much hate as it was. I admit, it does look kind of creepy, but maybe that's just one of the reasons why I like Mr. Mime so much. And then Alcremie and Hatterene, just two new Fairy-mons in Gen 8 that I really liked, you know. And then Whimsicott. Whimsicott was originally going to go on my grass team, but I decided to put it on this fairy team because of either Whimsicott and Aromatisse. And I think I like a Whimsicott a lot more than I like Aromatisse. You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess that's it with the video. I really hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next one.